I'm going to go through the main 4 Norwegian singles workouts. And there's actually one more that I've never seen before that I did this morning. And I think you're going to like it. But basically, the 4 workouts, and these are the ones that I got a lifetime mile PR earlier this week, 5:30, just by doing these workouts. Every 2 or 3 days, I will do one of these. Once in a while, I go out and I do just an easy couple hours. Sometimes I'll just do a workout and I'll tack on an extra hour or so after the end of it to hit 2 hours. But basically, it is 3 times 12, and I started at 2 times 10 minutes, and then I did 2 times 12, and then I did 3 times 10. So you can ease into these, but 3 times 12 minutes, and these all have a minute walk between each repeat, and that is a little faster than your marathon pace. Technically it's like 30K race pace, assuming good weather, flat-ish terrain, all that stuff. Next, you have 5 by 6 minutes. I'll start my clients off with something like 3 by 6 minutes. And then you might eventually do 4, 5 by 6 to 8 minutes at about half marathon-ish pace. And then 10 by 4 minutes, for me, that's almost exactly as a kilometer. So I start my clients off at 4 by 4 minutes or even 2 by 4 minutes, really easing them into, if they're not doing any speed play, easing them into 10 by 4 minutes, eventually, for some of them, if it's appropriate for you, at slightly slower than between your 10K and your half marathon, like your 10 mile, your 15K estimated race pace for 4 minutes. And then for this one, now one thing with the Norwegian singles training, format, we'll call it, the plan, is that there's not really any hill workouts. So this is where I do my hill workouts, where I'll do, instead of doing, another example of this would be like 20 to 25 times 400 meters or 20 to 25 times 1 minute. And so with this one, I do that on rolling terrain where I'm not looking at my pace. It's almost or at like half marathon or 10K wattage, but I'm doing this on uphill. I'm doing the 1 minutes on downhills, going up and over, and I'm walking for 30 seconds between those. So I'm still getting in like extra quad strengthening eccentrically on the downhills at speed, or I'm getting in some hard-ish uphills. And after these, I also do, and I've not seen this anywhere, I also do 3 by 30 to 60 seconds hard after these. And I do that like I'm finishing up a 5K. We're like, that's like a 9.8 out of 10 for 3 by 30 seconds with 30 to 60 seconds walk jog between them. And so those are the main 4 workouts that you ease into. Something else that I just did this morning was I did 4 minutes, 8, 12, 8, and 4 at, for me, that was a 6:10, 6:20, 6:30, 6:20, 6:10 pace. And then I did plus 3 times 30. And so that hits all of these for one workout. And so I'm basically going through these workouts on repeat over and over again. And I think, I just got a mile lifetime PR. I think I'm going to get a 5K and half marathon PR out of this. I'm feeling great. And so that is the Norwegian singles training plan. Start off light, and over a month or 2, depending on where you're at, ease into these. Do a fitness test, a 1 mile, a 5K once every 4 to 6 weeks to kind of see where you're at and maybe reassess your paces. Plug the pace into a training running calculator and get your estimated paces for the various, 10 mile, 15, half, 30K, And those are your paces for those workouts.